Alright, what is up? So, it is Sunday, 9:25. It's the 25th of September. It's the 25th of September. It's crazy how fast this month went. But, literally, I look like this because I've been crying for a while today. Because, one, I have been fighting with my hotspot since 11:30 this morning. And it just started to finally work since 11:30 this morning. It's been connecting off and on, but my laptop says it has no internet service. My phone then says it has no internet service, even though the hotspot is connected. So I don't know what was going on. I was supposed to talk to my daughter today. I didn't talk to her for the past 2 weeks because, like, 2 weeks ago, I had that severe spine infection. I couldn't even function to do anything. And I made a vlog about that. And then last week, the weekend went by so fast, by the time I even realized that it was Sunday night at like 8 o'clock at night. And I'm like, well, yeah, I could call her, but it went by so fast. And then this weekend with my Wi-Fi, I didn't want to, like, have her call, and then all of a sudden my hotspot cut out again. Because it literally, I mean, it took me, what is it? It's 4:30 now. So about, 4 o'clock-ish, it just started to work, kind of. I mean, it keeps going in and out. I don't know why. I really don't. I mean, there's no storm. It's sunny. There's nothing. I don't know if it's satellites are doing weird things. I don't know. But I'm coming on here today not to talk about the internet and my daughter. I'm coming on here to talk about my mental health status right now because I'm going into the 22nd week of my pregnancy. And I know that the third trimester starts around 26 to 28 weeks, something around there, normally. However, since we are having triplets and they're going to come in December, or hopefully come in December, I consider me starting to go into the third trimester. If that makes any sense to anybody. Basically, normally, I'm 22 weeks now, or I'm going into my 22nd week, which means I have about 3 months left until the babies are born. 3 to 3.5 months till the babies are born. If they make it that long. I mean, I'm pretty sure, according to all my doctors, according to my doctor and all the techs and everybody else, like all the ultrasound people, is that I'm most likely going to be, the babies are going to be born in December. But I'm coming out here to talk about pregnancy depression because I know I'm prone to postpartum depression. And right now, like this past week, I've been getting really, really, like, anxious and overwhelmed. And with that, it's like I get very, like, just drained and, like, kind of, like, depressed. It's not so much the suicide death thoughts. Not that. It's not that. It's the hopelessness, the worthlessness, the overwhelmedness, the anxiety, and I know I'm not alone. I don't know if all pregnant people feel like that. I've had kids before, so I don't know where all of a sudden this comes from. I think it's just the stress, life stress, that I don't film about, that's really starting to hit me. Like, for instance, today I woke up and it was cooler outside. It feels really good outside. It's like 80 something degrees, but it feels really good outside because it's not like dripping in sweat. It is still hot, but it's not like dripping in sweat. I can tell fall's right around the corner. So I thought I'd do a little bit of things around outside. And I was telling Jim, hey, I went outside and I was trying to clean up a little bit, just to make me feel a little bit happy, And he basically said, like, hey, no, I will do this, I will do that. And then he was apologizing because he works so much, and then he comes home and he's tired. It's like, then I feel guilty because it's like, I'm not telling you have to do it. Like, why can't I do it? And I understand that he doesn't, like, okay, the fire pit. We need to clean out the fire pit. And I understand the fact that he doesn't want me to strain myself or to fall or to hurt myself. And he doesn't, I understand that. But at the same time, I know the limitations of my body. And me sitting around the house all day is driving me literally insane. Like, I am seriously going insane. And it's like, I don't know what else to do because I want to start doing the baby trim. I started clearing out everything. I can't clear out much more because the bed frame that I want in the bedroom, we have to break apart to bring in the bedroom so I can stuff more stuff in that room. And I know that there's other things that we can't do, like drywall and stuff. Okay, what am I supposed to do about that? And it's just like, it's little things that in my mind that when I'm so used to, like, if something needs to be done, I'm used to doing it. I'm not used to waiting around for people to help me. And it's driving me insane because everything that I want to do, I can't. I have to wait. And I think it's just overwhelming for me because I'm getting so anxious that we have 3 months left. And it's almost the end of September. It's almost October 1st. And as fast as September already went, October's going to go just as fast. And it's like, it's making me really, really anxious lately. And that's probably why I rearranged the bedroom, because I understand how hard he works. He's a roofer. He works Monday through Friday. Unless it rains, of course. But, and then if it rains, he can't work. And it's so stressful because we need to fix our car. And then it rained, and then he got sick. And we can't control the weather. I know. And he said the other day that he's going to have to get a second job, a night job, probably going back to cooking, which is great, which is fine. It's just like, we don't have a car right now because we don't have the money to fix our car. And it's so stuck at Jim's work. And it's just like, it's so overwhelming. It's so overwhelming because it's like, it just feels like everything's adding up. And I feel that tension from him. Like, I feel his stress. And I'm stressed out because, well, while it's raining and he's trapped at home, I want to get things done. You know, like, hey, can you help me do XYZ? And those are the days where, like, he wants to rest, or, you know, he needs to wake up. And it takes him a few hours to wake up. And I understand he wants to relax it takes the opportunity to relax while it's raining on his days off, but it's like, dude, there's things that, like, I don't even know how to explain this. It's like, there's things that need to be done that I can't do, like the heavy lifting. For example, minus the bedroom that took me 2 hours to do, or 2.5 hours to do, something like that. Our dining room. So we have this, hutch thingy that's on top of the table. I've concluded that the table, we're going to need a space to put all of the baby stuff, like formula, bottles, and like, if we get a formula dispenser thingy, I mean, basically we need that table. And so I need to take this hutch thingy off the table that has a microwave on it. I need to clean out the microwave. I can't reach the microwave right now, but I need to put that hutch thingy down on the ground. So that way I can clean off that table. We have that room for that table. And it's like, I understand that we don't need to do that right this second, but at the same time, it will make me feel a little bit better because it will be done and it will be organized. In the back room, I could easily go and clear out the back room and put everything in a small room, but there's this bed frame that we need to break down that we don't have the tool for, and to put the bed frame on this bed to put more stuff in there. If I wasn't going to take out that bed frame, I would shove everything in that room and not even care. But I want to take everything out of that big room. That way, at least that room's clear. So when we do buy paint, or we do decide to fix the drywall, because there are some spots in there that we do need to fix, then it'll be clear and we can do that without stuff all over the place. It just feels like there's no time because Jim works Monday through Friday and I can't do a lot of things. And it's driving me insane, you guys. It really is. That's why I'm coming on here and telling you guys that I'm getting in this weird depression phase where it's basically where I just want to go to sleep all day. I just want to sleep all day long and not do anything. I get up because I have animals. And I get up because, like, like, I do the same things every day. You know, I've said this in all my vlogs. But thank God for animals, because I probably would sleep all day. I probably wouldn't even eat. I'm, like, not even hungry right now. Like, there was something Jim said earlier. We were talking back and forth, and he said something earlier, and it really upset me. And it wasn't like, if I wasn't pregnant with hormones, it probably wouldn't upset me that much. I'd probably just brush it off. But when you're pregnant, your hormones are going crazy, you're overly sensitive. And so, yeah. But it got to a point where I got so upset. And for the past year or two, out of nowhere, when I start to get upset, I get upset, and then I start to cough, and then I can't calm myself down, and I start to hyperventilate, and I get myself into a panic attack, and I start throwing up. I don't know where or why, out of nowhere, the past, like, year or two, that started to happen. Like, how I just, like, can't calm myself down and throw myself into a panic attack and throw up. I have no idea. That concerns me too, because I don't like that. I did not do that today. I kind of, like, instead diverted my upsetness and started doing other little tiny things. I don't know. I'm trying not to make this really, really long, but it's really important to come on here and tell the mental health aspects, because I try to vlog, but it's a very real thing, and I know I'm not alone on the mental health aspects. I know I'm not alone on the pregnancy depression. And I know I can talk to my doctor, but by the time I go to my doctor, usually I'm fine by then. The crisis is over. It's just, if you guys, here's a funny thing. If you guys believe in astrology at all, like I do, I believe in astrology, the whole zodiac thing and everything else. So, like, right now, Mercury is in retrograde, and Mercury in retrograde in Virgo. If you guys know anything about Mercury retrograde, or even if you care, if you don't care, you can completely click out of this video now. But basically, right now in Mercury's retrograde, I haven't felt a retrograde this strongly in a really long time. And I don't know if it's because I'm pregnant that I'm feeling it, or if it's just all the life stress that is added up to, like, all this Mercury retrograde. But it's the miscommunication between me and Jim, and I know that's Mercury retrograde, and then me being overly sensitive, I know that's Mercury retrograde. Like I said, I don't know if everybody believes in all that stuff. I know people are probably like, well, okay, Mercury retrograde, all astrology. Some people don't believe in it, but I really do. And I pay a lot of attention to, like, when certain things happen, because it makes sense. But I'm not going to make this any bit longer. I just wanted to come on here and say I'm just really, 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 really starting to go into, the closer I get to my due date, the more anxious I'm getting, the more panic I'm getting, the more overwhelmed I'm getting, the more, like, just severe panic I'm getting. And I really should talk to my doctor. I don't know when I'm going to be talking to my doctor about that. My next doctor's appointment is on the 29th. I think I already talked about this. I couldn't switch my 29th appointment, so I just switched the times on the 29th. And then I'll go every week on a Tuesday, every single Tuesday. After the 29th, I'm going to go every single Tuesday until the babies are born. And I know I might have to talk to them about anxiety and stuff, because I'm getting to the point where I'm panicking every day. And I'm pretty sure once the car is fixed, once we get caught up in bills, once we get caught up on life stuff, I'll calm down. But it's getting to a point where it's becoming an inconvenience, if that makes any sense. I say an inconvenience because I don't want to get out of bed. I want to sleep all the time. I don't want to eat. I basically have to force myself to eat, because, I mean, I have 3 babies growing inside me. I do hydrate. But it's getting to a point where I don't even want to make videos anymore. I don't want to upload videos. I don't want to watch YouTube. I don't want to watch movies. I literally just want to sleep. That's all I want to do. And I know that's not healthy. So yeah, that's where I'm at today. But until later, I guess. Alright, I wanted to come on here really fast. There's not probably going to be much to vlog today, but after yesterday's like freak out emotional moment, I'm a lot better. When Jim did come home yesterday, we kind of like talked it out because I'm one that like if I feel like I'm overwhelmed and emotional, as I say that, as I roll my eyes and say that, I tend to like talk it out with him because it's nice to have a partner because not everybody has that you can just talk to and that they'll understand. And I know most guys out there, not all guys, but I know like most guys try to like bottle their feelings in and not like express their feelings and stuff. But it was mostly just like how I saw him like how it's getting really hard and how like I think the sock, me trying to put on my sock and not being able to put on my left sock very well started the whole emotional incident. So but yeah, it's nice because he's had kids. I mean, he's had kids. He is a father already as well, so he knows the pregnancy hormones, and I know that they're going to come and go all the time. And I told him, I said, it's really annoying how like I feel like I'm being such an emotional B word, and but yeah, I'm feeling a little. I mean, I'm still gonna be anxious. I'm still gonna have anxiety. I'm still like really like scared and thinking like, oh my god, we have such little time. But it's getting a little bit better. I think just talking to him about it and just a reassurance because there are times where like I get so much in my head and I can't calm down. But on that note, that's about all I'm going to vlog for right now. I just wanted to come on here and say I feel a little bit better. Yeah. Well, good morning. It is 9:30 in the morning on September 28th. It is a Wednesday. And I'm keeping half my curtains closed in my bedroom because I was going to go back to sleep. I had all intentions of going back to sleep because I woke up at 7 because, well, let's face it, my animals needed to go outside because Jim usually takes them out when he wakes up, but he spent the night at my mom's house last night because he had to give plasma, and it was just more convenient for him to spend the night there and then go to work in the morning. But and I just literally I woke up at 7, could not get back to sleep, so here I am. No, I'm coming on here today to say that tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment. Tomorrow is just like the normal cervix check, so it should be a fast appointment. It's not an ultrasound. Probably won't film it because, well, one, that would be kind of gross to film, even if I just filmed the doctor, but whatever. Anyways, tomorrow's appointment is the one that I was supposed to reschedule when I went to the doctor last time, but they couldn't reschedule tomorrow's appointment for a different day. So I had to reschedule it till like 3:20 tomorrow, and then after tomorrow, I'll have appointments on every single Tuesday from here on out. As far as I know, I have my next. I think after tomorrow, I think I have my next 3 appointments scheduled. So the next 3 Tuesdays, I have my appointments scheduled. But then it's getting to the end of October, so by then I know I'm going to be probably going every week. So as of tomorrow, I'll be going every single week to the doctor. But I have a little mitten. Say hello. That is Bandit. Bandit has not been feeling well. Well, okay. He's been okay. We gave him some tuna. We gave all the cats tuna the other day, and I know that they're kittens, so they're digestive tract isn't that solid yet as the big cats are, so I think tuna was not a good idea to give them. I mean, like the canned tuna, you guys, not like actually tuna fillet, but because his digestive system has not been well. Basically, he has had the runs. We'll just put it that way, not to go into too much detail. But yeah, so still, I know this lighting is horrible. I apologize, you guys. There is a storm coming. Oh, here we go. So there's a storm coming. So Hurricane Ian? Really, I really just called it Ian. Wow. Okay. Hurricane Ian. That's how tired I am. That is how tired I am. Hurricane Ian is supposed to hit Florida, I think, today, maybe? I haven't really been keeping up track with the hurricane, mostly because it's going to rain here this weekend, which kind of sucks. But, I mean, we'll just get rain, which kind of also sucks because then that means that if it hits on Friday, Jim won't work on Friday, which really, really, really stresses me out. Like, I'm getting so stressed out anymore because it's just, we don't have our car fixed. We can't afford to get our car fixed because we have to have electric. We have to pay our electric bill before we get the car fixed. And then, so this paycheck that he gets on this Friday has to go to the electric bill. And then we need cat litter. And then next week is going to be a short paycheck, probably, because he probably won't work Friday because he'll probably be storming all day Friday. And he was going to go and buy a radiator next week. And then the following week after that, he was going to get it towed to have it fixed. So it's just a lot. So by the time, hopefully by the time November comes, we'll have the car fixed, hopefully. It's so stressful. And I know he's stressed out because he wants to get a night job, and he can't get a night job until the car's fixed. We can't get the car fixed because we don't have any money. And dude, like, my stress in my pregnancy is just like, that's why I think I woke up so early today, because I can't sleep anymore due to stress. But it'll be fine. I mean, it'll be fine. Oh, on a positive note, before I start crying about stress, on a positive note, I did finally get a hold of our family friend Janine from Magic Bean Coffee Shop. I know I've talked about that place a few times in my videos. It's in Carolina Beach. So if you're ever in Carolina Beach, go to Magic Beans. Janine is the owner. She's awesome. Great coffee. Great coffee. I don't know what she does with it. I don't know if it's her beans or her espresso maker. I don't know. But go there. No, I finally got a hold of her and figured out when to have a baby shower. So we'll be talking about that coming up. But as of right now, baby shower will be Saturday, November 5th, at between, I think, 4 to 6 p.m. is what I decided. And I chose that time because it's a Saturday, and I didn't want her to shut down her store to have a baby shower. That's kind of rude. But I wanted it there because there's so many people in Carolina Beach who know me. I lived in Carolina Beach, who know I'm Cora's mom, all this other stuff. And so I wanted to have it there. Plus, I was hoping that if I got there early enough, I could have this green dragon drink, which is so good. I don't even know what's in it, but it's like one of my favorite things that I get there. Or probably pumpkin spice. Well, I could probably get pumpkin spice because it'll be November. I try to do pumpkin spice starting October 1st. Spoiler alert for pumpkin spice. I already bought pumpkin spice creamer, which I didn't want to do until October 1st. And I also bought pumpkin spice donuts from Food Lion last night because I just couldn't wait. So I have those two things of pumpkin spice. But I will be hopefully buying a lot more pumpkin spice items and doing a pumpkin spice video. Maybe. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on right now. I'm looking outside because I see the dogs running back and forth. It is hilarious. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Is that I woke up this morning at 7, just opened the door, and I just I'm keeping the door open today. Just because, one, it feels really, really good. It's 62 degrees at the moment. So it feels really, really good inside the house. And this way, I don't have to keep getting up and down to let the dogs out or in. If they bark, they can stay outside as much as they want. They can come inside and get water. The big cats can go in and out as they please. They have been actually running in and out of the house. The kittens, like this one here, is snuggling up to me because he's chilly. I mean, he's cold. The kittens, by the way, did go out side the other day. Yesterday? I want to say it was yesterday. And they didn't really care for the outside. It's funny because we rescued them from outside and they don't really care to go outside. Pumpkin likes outside. He likes this old lawnmower that the old owners left that we really need to get rid of. He likes he was sleeping in the sunlight on the cushion on there yesterday until he got too annoyed and then came back inside and then slept inside. So the kittens, I've concluded that, you know what, if they are having digestive issues, they can go outside. I was worried that they would run off, but since they're so attached to the big cats that they're not going to run off. And I think because they know that this is home, they know that this is a safe space, they know that we feed them and that they're well spoiled here, that it's a safe space. But on that note, tomorrow's doctor's appointment, I will be filming another get ready with me video. Hopefully it will go a little bit better. I can't remember what time my mom says she's going to pick me up. But other than the life stresses that I am just losing sleep over lately, that's about it. And I booked my baby shower, so I'm excited for that. But until tomorrow's results, I will talk to you later. What is up? And welcome to the evening of September 30th. It is Saturday. No, it's Friday. It's Friday. All right, so we at the moment currently have the tropical storm Ian riding through. It actually has been really, not really that stormy at our house. It's been basically like a typical rainstorm at our house. So we were lucky to kind of not get the big rain. But so yesterday I filmed my get ready with me video, and then my camera battery died. So I couldn't take my laptop with me around everywhere that we went to film the rest of the day. Even though I brought my camera battery charger with me to my mom's, so that way when I was at her house after the doctors or before the doctors, I could, if you see me doing stuff, I'm making meatloaf tonight. But basically, I did not even charge my camera battery, so I couldn't film the rest of the day, because all we did basically the rest of the day was we took my mom to the coffee shop, Magic Beans. I know I've mentioned this 1,000 times before. And then we went to Walmart to get some supplies, not hurricane supplies, but things that we needed, like cat litter and dog food and stuff. And then some other luxury items. I think, what did I buy? I don't remember what I bought, but I think I bought hair dye. Hair dye. I was like, it is a luxury item. Let's be real. So I will be filming another Jim dyes my hair video, because let's face it, my roots with the white hair, you guys, I don't know about everybody, and the females in my family have we get gray hair, white hair prematurely. My mom got her a few strays of white gray hair when she was 16 years old, and I got some I don't know, 20, 22, something like that. My sister gets some. It's just we just had that part of our family where we have premature gray hair. And well, I'm 37 now, and let's face it, it's a female thing. Guys have this problem too, but it's a female thing. We don't like having, gray hair, white hair, especially at 37. I'm not about to let it go natural. I could buy silver hair dye. I knew this girl who I used to work with when I worked at Wrightsville Beach Brewery way back when, who, I don't know if her hair was blonde naturally or what, but she was really, really nice. She was a bartender, and she would always dye her hair this really pretty, gray silvery color. That way if she had gray or white hair, then it would just fade into that, but it looked really, really good on her. But I'm tired of, I don't want to go gray or anything, because I don't know, I haven't figured that part. I guess I just don't want to bleach my hair. Well, you can't bleach your hair when you're pregnant, but when I say I'm going to dye my hair, it is a safe thing in pregnancy. You can dye your hair in pregnancy, you guys. You can. I know your doctor probably will tell you differently. I've dyed my hair in all my pregnancies, and I just make sure it doesn't have any ammonia in it or any other random. Sorry, there's a hair on me, you guys, and I'm trying to get it off. But I make sure that there's no chemicals or anything in it that's gonna be that harmful or toxic. But ammonia free. I don't buy bleach at all. So I'm trying to go back to my natural color, which is brown. So I bought, I think it's a medium to dark brown, something like that. Anyways, now that I spent 5 minutes talking about other things other than pregnancy. Okay. So basically, after we got to Walmart, we had a little downtime. So we went. Oh no! After we went to Walmart. What? Jim's telling me the outside weather at the moment. I'm vlogging.
Oh, hi.
I'm doing my update for my doctor's appointment yesterday. And making me live. But, and, he is, okay, tell me you guys in the comment, if you guys are ones that drink coffee all day long, and you guys can fall right to sleep. Yes. Because I know it, for me, I like the taste of coffee, but I can't drink it all day long. I used to drink like so much coffee when I've had anxiety problems, which go figure. But back in my 20s, I would drink so much coffee, like I would drink pots and pots of coffee, which I know is not healthy. And it would get to a point where I started drinking hot tea to get me off the coffee. And then I got addicted to hot tea and drink like cups and cups and cups of hot tea, which would make me pee so much more. And then, so I'd start drinking coffee again. It was a vicious cycle. Now, I will drink coffee, and I'll have like a couple glasses, especially now that we have pumpkin spice creamer. It's really hard to like not drink like more than 1 cup of coffee when you're pregnant, because I love the taste of coffee. But I like hot tea, and hot tea is, I want to say, healthier when you're pregnant. I don't really know. You're supposed to avoid all caffeine when you're pregnant. Let's just put it that way. You're supposed to. But let's be real. A lot of us, when we're pregnant, need that caffeine, especially when you have small kids or kids in general. When you are pregnant, which we don't have any kids living here, we have pets. But that's the point. Anyways, so moving forward. So after we got back from Walmart, my mom texted me and said that my nephew, Ricky, had gotten sick at school. So we had to go back to my mom, rush back to my mom so she could pick him up because we were borrowing her car. And then as soon as she picked him up, we ran to the doctor. No, she picked up my sister's girls, my nieces, my 2 nieces. Then we rushed to the doctor. I thought yesterday's doctor's appointment was going to be a cervix check, because that's what it says on my printout that I get every week. Every time I go to the doctor, I ask for a printout. That way, one, I know when my appointments are. I can write them down if I have any questions, or just for like documentations if my kids want them when they're older. Because I know Airly, my 9-year-old, asked at one point if I had any like baby like stuff from her when she was little. I said, yes, I have like your poop and pee charts and stuff like that. She goes, oh my God, that's so cool. Like, you know, so I don't know if that was just like her curiosity of the day or if she wants them when she's older, but I'm keeping them in case my kids want them. So we got to the doctor and we got right in, checked in, got right in. And of course, since my camera battery died, I couldn't film it. I should have filmed this one because it was mostly like a mental health video. Or mental health check-in. There is the main doctor guy. He was like a doctor in training, and then there was the nurse in training, and then they did do an ultrasound, like a baby ultrasound, just to see the baby's heart rates. One of the heartbeats was 141, one was 130, I think 3, and then one was 119. So I think the boys was 119, and then the 2 girls. Yesterday, here's a funny story. So, 22 weeks, right? Today is the last day of 22. No, tomorrow's the last day of 22 weeks. I got to a point yesterday where we're walking around, and anybody who's been pregnant before knows this. If you are currently pregnant and in your 3rd trimester, then you probably understand. It got to a point where I had one of the babies was sitting so low. It felt like I wanted to walk with like my legs open, like as if it was just, how do I explain? It almost felt like I knew I was towards the end of my pregnancy, where like the baby sits so low, you know, you're about to go into labor type of low. And I was like freaking out at first. I was like, well, I'm 22 weeks. I shouldn't feel this. It wasn't like a pain. It wasn't a pain. It was more of like a really uncomfortable, like just pressure. And then it dawned on me, well, I'm having 3. One of them has to go somewhere. So it was just weird how low it was. And when we saw the ultrasound yesterday at the doctor's, I figured out why. Because the baby's head was, I guess, like the baby was fitting, like, what is that? Vertically? Yes, vertically. So the baby was head down. And that's why I felt all the pressure. If the baby was horizontally like it was 2 weeks ago when I went, then I wouldn't have felt all that pressure. But it made sense. But babies are healthy. I'm healthy. My blood pressure was 132/80 yesterday, which was, in my opinion, a little high, but my pulse rate was high, but we had an afternoon appointment. It was at 3:20, so I had just eaten, I was awake, we just got to Walmart, I was, trying to do all these things, trying to edit videos, trying to upload videos, and so my pulse rate was 102, which is high, but I've always had good blood pressure, but my pulse rate has always been high. Always, my entire life. I know when I was younger, it was higher. It was in a higher range, but I've never been on medication for it. They tried to put me on medication for it before. I can't remember what they tried to put me on. I know at one point I was on trazodone. I don't think that's for blood pressure, but I know they put me on something, and the side effects were just not good at all. So I'm not on anything except for what the pregnancy things I need to be on. That's it for that, is that after we had the doctor's appointment, we just basically came home and we hooked up the VCR. I finally hooked up my VCR. Yes. Tell me that you are born, or let's say, tell me that you were born in an era where you still have VHS tapes, or you know what VHS tapes are, because I still have a lot of VHS tapes. I am so excited to watch them. I have some VHS tapes that I'm surprised, since I was 5, probably, not that young, but that actually still play, like Sister Act and Captain Ron. I have watched those movies so many times, I'm surprised that the film actually still runs in a VCR. That's how old and how many times I've watched those movies. Probably Dancing with the Wolves, too, but, yeah. Babies are healthy. I'm healthy today. I think it's the weather. And probably because yesterday I got up way too early. You'll see this in my Get Ready With Me video, which I don't even know when I'm going to upload. But it got to a point where Jim went to work, but he didn't actually work because it was going to rain all day. And I just set this timer for this video. But, well, I know it's going to be ready about 6 o'clock because it takes an hour to bake, which probably will take an hour and a half to bake because it's 2 pounds. There's the ADHD. Let's talk about Jim at work. But no, I woke up, could not get back to sleep, so I decided to go ahead and film my Get Ready With Me video. So, on that note, until either tomorrow or Sunday when 23 weeks starts.